Hey everybody, Juan here with the Inertia. Today we are going to be checking out this watch that I've been wearing the last couple of weeks. It's called the Weret Surf Watch. I want to share some cool things with you, so check it out. All right, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the first thing that most of us think of when it comes to watches, regardless of all the tech and the gadgets and all the functional pieces of it. This is a really good looking watch. I actually thought, hey, I could wear that with a suit, which I think is kind of maybe a funny thing that we would typically think as surfers. I know it's not mostly our daily wardrobe. I saw the different bands that you can change with it. The face of this watch is actually so thick that you really wouldn't be able to get it under a dress shirt. But still, I had that initial thought of, it's a really nice watch that I wouldn't be embarrassed wearing to the office. I wouldn't be embarrassed if I was wearing a suit out to a nice dinner or an event or something like that. All right, so let's dive into what this thing actually does and what it was made for. What Weret has here is an analog surf watch. They've partnered with Magic Seaweed, so they can get all of the temperature readings, the wave height readings, the swell direction, all of that forecast stuff that you would get from your app, and they connect it on your phone. The second hand on this is actually a Bluetooth antenna. So what you can do is you can pick different themes on your watch, and you can always get your swell height, swell direction, wind speed. It gives you a reading on the tide flow. It gives you the air pressure, air temperature, all that stuff that you would typically want to look for if you were going to dive into your phone and look at a swell forecast. You can just pick it up right off of your watch by picking a specific theme. What I typically do is I have my watch set to the wave theme. I'll pick a different place that I think I might surf the next day or later that day, and I just kind of want to keep an eye on it. And what it'll tell me is the wave height. It'll tell me what the tide's doing, whether it's rising to a high tide or falling to a low tide. And then it'll give me the swell direction or the swell origin on the compass here. Okay, so let's say I want to take a drive tomorrow and I want to go look for some waves. We're going to go into our app. I'm going to keep an eye on those waves. And let's say, heck, I want to take a drive all the way up to go surf Ocean Beach. I'm going to select that for our wave, save that for our theme, and every time I hit the crown of my watch, you'll notice the hands on my watch obviously match up with what's on the app. So right now it's actually giving us all of the different surf conditions up in Ocean Beach. We've got the swell height, the water temperature, the swell direction, what the wind's doing. We've got what the tide's doing right now. It's a high tide. Cool. Go back to reading time, life as usual. Close that app up. And now every time I want to check the conditions, same thing. You notice all those hands move. It goes back to reading time. Voila. Like I mentioned, one of my favorite things about this watch is just how stylish it is. It's actually really versatile style-wise, just because you can get different straps for it depending on how or when you want to wear it. Today I've been wearing it with, you see the black leather strap. It's more of kind of a casual thing. I can wear it out and about. If I'm going into the office, I can wear it with something nicer. But obviously, let's say you want to get in the water. When I got my watch, it actually came with this silicone strap, which is super comfortable for wearing under my wetsuit. And these straps go on and off really easy. You just line up those little buttons right there. And as soon as I snap that into place, swap over to this one. Boom, whole new watch. Overall, I've been really stoked on this watch, honestly, just because it's so simple to use. I pulled it right out of the box. There were instructions of how I can connect it to my phone through Bluetooth, download the app, all that stuff. And then once you get into the app, it's just really simple and really straightforward to use. Like I said before, it gives you the really basic readings, what the swell height is, what the direction is, what the tide's doing right now. You can dive a little bit into what the air pressure is, what the air temperature is, what the water temperature is, and it'll give you different readings on your on which hands on the watch are showing you what. So once you kind of memorize that, it's actually really easy to read. One thing I have been noticing when I've been doing some research and some reading on Weret is that the software that they have right now is something that they can update. So some of the features that you have on the watch are actually things that maybe you were to get one of these right now, it can be updated. So for example, it would be really cool if maybe you could toggle between different wave locations, or you could toggle between different themes, and maybe you have one or two of those set up in your watch at a time, and you can just kind of click back and forth. Right now, it's just set to the one specific one that you have picked, which is actually still plenty of information once you get used to memorizing what hands stand for what on your watch. Overall, really good looking watch. It's really easy to use. Water resistant, so I can obviously take it in the water with me, and I'm not embarrassed to wear it when I'm out of the water because, well, it's really stylish and it's really sleek.